Hello everyone, and you're watching Bitcoin Bubble news channel. I can say for sure that we will buy Bitcoin though. We'll be helping to teach people about Bitcoin. Okay, yes, there are 45,000 businesses that are open to the public. In how many ways does Bitcoin work? 1. What do you think I tell CEOs and business leaders every time I meet them? To buy Bitcoin, I say, you should use Bitcoin to get your business back on its feet. We'll show you the most important things we learned from Michael Saylor's most recent interview. We'd like to give a big shout out to Gemini Crypto Exchange, our new partner and one of the safest and most trusted sites in the crypto world. You can trade with Gemini whether you're an experienced investor or just starting out. It has a simple interface, great security, and a lot of different digital assets. Check out the link in the video explanation to get a nice bonus when you sign up and help the channel out. Let's go one step further on this trip. Remember that time is money, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on the latest crypto news. MicroStrategy is a company that makes Bitcoin software. That's why MicroStrategy's job is to promote and help Bitcoin become used everywhere in the world. That's what we'll do. We'll always do that. We're going to buy Bitcoin every 3 months to do that. We will buy more Bitcoin with cash flows. We'll buy it with debt, with equity, and with any other type of capital market action we can find, most likely this digital capital. The dollar stays the same. America will accept digital capital, and so will every other country. They will also embrace Google, Apple, Amazon, the internet, and other services like these. They'll accept it, but I don't think it will change how they use the dollar. Sometimes smaller central banks will accept Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. But I think corporations, big investors, and sovereign wealth funds will do it long before they do. Also, 10 years isn't that long in the grand scheme of things. It will be a little more valuable than gold if Bitcoin goes to $1 million. Gold is still not a very valuable object though. Gold is still not a very important asset for any rich person in the world. If Bitcoin goes up to $1 million a coin, it will be a huge success. People will start to see it as digital money, but it will still be early days. It seems to me that Bitcoin is both science and digital money. I believe that capital is changing from traditional to digital. That's something that I think every business, government, investor, and developer will look at, and people will adopt it at their own pace. That's why I believe Bitcoin will become popular, just like digital money. I don't think a disaster is needed for it to grow. It seems like a better thought. It would spread even if there wasn't a fight going on. The spread will be sped up by conflict, chaos, and hyperinflation. But if Apple Computer adds Bitcoin to the iPhone, it will spread because Apple added Bitcoin to the iPhone. Also, why are they going to add to the iPhone? As a result, they will make a huge amount of money if they extend the iPhone. Why would they not want to make a huge amount of money? People will do it since they can. It will be used by governments and investors at any speed. It makes more sense. It is digital capital, the same thing that digital knowledge is. The role of digital photos in the growth of China is something I don't know. Culture since Mao, you know, people use digital photos all the time, right? This is money in digital form. It's going to spread through society. What I want to say is that Bitcoin doesn't fix everything. It only fixes half the problem. That's the part where you need money or power to get things done, right? I also think the world is pretty easy. It looks like there's $900 trillion in money. The value of the dollar will continue to grow by 7 to 10% each year. That means there will be twice as much of that in 7 to 10 years. If the value of Bitcoin goes up by 10 or 15 times, that is from 1.3 trillion to 20 trillion. It could be 1% of the world's wealth and cost $1 million each. Everything in the world will be what it is. So I don't really think that something bad needs to happen or that the world's order will change in a big way. I believe this is pretty cool stuff. It will get around like cell phones too. I believe that the next 10 years will bring about a very fast change. I know about at least two of the factors. Digital money and digital intelligence are the two I know about. There may be more than two that I don't know about. Yes. This makes it clear that there are hundreds of trillions of dollars in cash, which is real money. And when people start switching from traditional to digital, business models, financial apps, and financial institutions will be completely changed. People who have lived for 30 years will throw a lot of things out the window and ask what. Right now, if I poll people on Twitter about whether they would rather invest in Bitcoin, stocks, gold, or something else, I think about 3% of you would say stocks. That's not how people think these days. For sure, it's a change. A smart way to think too. You see, the AIs didn't do anything until they were told to, which I think was last year. And it's either year or year two, or year one or year two. I believe this is the first year that digital money has been used, and I believe this is the second year that digital information has been used, and I believe they will spread like fire. This is a big pile of complicated, wasteful stuff. A lot of energy that is lost. One more thing, very easy. This is why it goes up 50% a year and the SP goes up 10% a year. People will see that and think I can get 10% performance with a stack of these inefficient, thermodynamically leaky Rube Goldberg devices, or I only need to buy one thing that is sound from a thermodynamic point of view and will work better than everything else by a factor of 2 to 5 to 10 or whatever. So those two forces will work hard for the next 10 years to change your business, your job, and the way society works. MicroStrategy is a company that makes Bitcoin software, help get people all over the world to use Bitcoin. That's what we'll do. We'll always do that. Okay, do that again. And you buy more. How are we going to do that? We're going to buy Bitcoin every 3 months to do that. Bring in more Bitcoin, we'll pay cash for it. We'll borrow money to pay for it. We will pay cash for it. We'll buy it along with any other deals we can make in the capital markets. These chances will change every once in a while, from quarter to quarter. In 10 years, I don't know how we'll buy Bitcoin, but I do know that we will probably buy Bitcoin. We'll be helping to teach people about Bitcoin. Okay, yes. There are 45,000 businesses that are open to the public. In how many ways does Bitcoin work? What do you think I tell CEOs and business leaders every time I meet them? With Bitcoin, you should put more money into your business using Bitcoin.